Good afternoon from Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. We're here today to experience their Mardi Gras event. Busch Gardens invited us out, provided us with tickets to the park and a little sampling lanyard so we can try some of the food out here for their Mardi Gras event. And their Mardi Gras event runs from January 17th through March 5th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's going to be live music, there's going to be beads, there's going to be food, there's a parade. I can't wait to check that out. So we're going to go inside. We're going to start off with some food, I think, to make sure we have enough energy to complete the way around Busch Gardens, because Busch Gardens is a big park. I also want to get on some rides. Looked like the wait for Iron Gwazi was very low, so I think we're definitely going to be riding that today. There it is, the first thing that we see. Mardi Gras parade times. 12:30, 2:30, 4:30, and 6:30. So it's about 1 o'clock right now. All of the food booths opened at noon. So we're going to go get some food and then start lining up for the 2:30 parade. Make sure we don't miss it. A couple of stilt walkers up here and characters for people to take photos with. I'm gonna get in line. Oh, we're definitely gonna ride this today. 5-minute wait. Look at that, fantastic. They are doing some remodeling of a bridge up ahead. So there is a section of the park that you cannot circumnavigate. You'll have to go the other way. So right now we're headed in this direction. We're gonna go, we don't need to go around the park, but when we finished, we are gonna turn around and head back this way. So that's probably when we'll get on Iron Gwazi. Look at that, these trains aren't even full. Just before we get to the actual Mardi Gras booths, there is a poster out here that gives you all of the different events that are happening here in 2023. Like I said, we've got Mardi Gras right now, and then we've got a real music series also happening. Kids Weekends coming up pretty soon, in about 7 days. We got Food and Wine Festival coming up. We got Cinco de Mayo, Viva la Musica, Summer Nights, Beer Fest, Halloween, and Spooktacular, finishing out the year with Christmas Town. And of course, they have a little advertisement down here for Serengeti Flyer opening soon. And we recently did a construction site tour of Serengeti Flyer. Very excited to see that. I'm hoping we'll get over that way and see like a construction update on it. See how close to opening it is. This real music series, you can see some of the acts that are coming. The Kings of Queen, which is a Queen tribute band. Foreigner's Journey is a tribute to Foreigner and Journey. Direct from Sweden, an ABBA tribute band. The Purple Experience, a Prince tribute. Steve Michaels does an Elvis tribute. Face to Face is a Billy Joel and Elton John tribute. Sounds like a lot of fun. I can start to see some of the Mardi Gras booths back there, but before we get back to the food, I wanted to point out that the old Garden Gate Grill has been closed down and remodeled into the Springs Tap Room and is now open. Go have a look inside. Of course, we've got beautiful outdoor seating over top of this water feature here. It looks very nice on the outside. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Ooh, this is real fancy looking. I like it. Getting like a 60s vibe in here. Oh, they do have some items here in the Springs Tap Room for Mardi Gras. You get a muffaletta in here. House-made voodoo chips. I don't know what that is. Sazerac. Pim's Cup. I believe that this would be a drink then. Mardi Gras Brock from Abita Brewing. King Cake Ale from Mudbug Brewing. Ooh, love a muffaletta, so we might have to give that a try. And then of course, there's a real quick look at their normal menu that is happening all the time, even when it's not Mardi Gras. It is nice to see that they do have a couple of mocktails too. But let's have a look at their beer tap list, or their tap lineup. Mango Cart sounds awesome. There's the Mardi Gras Ale. Ooh. Got 2 mango ones. Well, this one sounds real interesting. Cream plus sugar, please. Ale brewed with coffee and lactose. All right, for our first Mardi Gras food item, we've got the muffaletta sandwich. It has salami, capicola, mortadella, mozzarella cheese, provolone, and Creole olive salad, and it was $10.99. This is really interesting because like the Creole olive salad kind of looks like it has some spicy bits on it. I've never seen anything like it. It's just whole olives with some spices on them. And this cross section of the sandwich looks really, really good. Kind of a lot of meat, but not a very big sandwich for $10.99. That's why the sampler lanyard is a really good deal. We also got the house-made voodoo chips, a blend of sweet and spicy with Cajun flair and a hint of smoky barbecue sweetness for $7.99. These look good. I mean, I've had voodoo chips before. I'm interested to see what these taste like. We also got the coconut limeade for $7.99, and this is just limeade with coconut in it. It's one of their mocktails here at the Springs Tap Room. All right, first item, the muffaletta sandwich. Let's give it a try. I haven't put anything else on it. I feel like I would have liked mustard, or not mustard, mayonnaise. Maybe both, mustard and mayonnaise on it. It's pretty good. It is just a basic sandwich though. I feel like muffalettas are supposed to have this olive, kind of like salad, olive salad, almost like an olive relish on top of it. Kind of like diced up olives on top. But this doesn't have any of that. It's just like plain sandwich meat on a bread. It is good because the meats are good and the cheeses are good. They're all good together, but it needed one more thing. It needed an olive flavor for a really good muffaletta for me. Tastes like an Italian. Let's try one of these olives. I feel like these are gonna be pretty spicy. They do have a little bit of a kick to them, like the tiniest bit of kick to it, but it kind of cancels out the brininess of the olives and kind of makes them taste sweet. I like this a lot. Oh, they're like the ones with the, what do you call those, pimento olives? Not pimento olives. You know what I'm talking about? The ones with like the little sweet pepper inside of it? I think that's adding to the sweetness too. This is really good. Wow. Okay, now let's try these chips. I feel like these chips are gonna be kind of spicy. We'll see. Not really, not a lot of spice to them. There is the tiniest hint of spice. Kind of like a little bit of a barbecue-y spiciness to it, you know? They're good, they're very good because they're house-made chips, and I always love some house-made chips. I would definitely get that again. Try this coconut limeade from the Springs Tap Room. Pretty darn good. Like if you take a sweet coconut flavor, not like coconut water, but like a coconut cream almost, put it into limeade, the sweetness cuts the sour of the lime. I mean, it's very refreshing. It's a very refreshing flavor. It is a little bit sweeter than I thought it was gonna be, but it's pretty delicious. Not as sour as I was anticipating. Like it'd be nice on a hot summer day. Now we are getting into the Mardi Gras food booth. Right here. You can hear some live music happening right now. Before we get to the live music, I wanted to show off some of the Mardi Gras merch. Where have you been, yay, all my life? There's some Guinness merch over here too. A lot of Guinness merch. So you got some light up beads and things like that. Shot glass beads, beads with a shot glass on the end of it. And then of course, I found the baby cups or mugs. So when you get the king cake, there's a little baby baked inside of it or hidden inside of it. And if you find it, you're supposed to make the king cake next year. And there's some Busch Gardens Mardi Gras pins too. Pins are $12. The mug, oh, there's the baby right there. I found it. The mug is $20. There's a bottle opener here, like is it a magnet? No, I think it's just a bottle opener. I don't see a price on there. It seems to be faded away. And then the shirts, the Where Have You Been Yay All My Life, these are $27. So we're definitely gonna be stopping at booth number 4 for some beignets, possibly even the king cake donut. Definitely the beignets. We're here to see the Sweet Beignet Brass Band. They're playing here at 1:30 and the parade's at 2:30. Getting a little bit of live music in ahead of time. I wanted to point out the sampler lanyard prices. So for 5 items, it's $40. For 10 items, it's $60. If you're a pass holder, you can get 12 items for $60. So that's how you have to do for the math here. It will always be your best deal to get the lanyard. You'll always save money, as long as you're not like getting waters and stuff like that on the lanyard. So for example, even if you just get the 5-item lanyard, that breaks down to $8 a piece. So even on the beignets and the king cake donut, you're saving $2 per item. Okay, I had to stop what I was doing. I was filming the food that I just got, and I had to interrupt, a quick interruption to say, the Sweet Beignet Brass Band is amazing. Right now, I don't know, you guys probably can't hear it because they're kind of, I moved away from them so that I could film this. They're doing a Zydeco version of a thing, I Believe in a Thing Called Love by The Darkness. I believe in a thing called love, just as another rhythm of your heart. That one, they're doing a Zydeco version of it. amazing. Holy cow. All right, now back to your regularly scheduled programming. First thing that we got is the king cake, and there's no description on the actual board for the king cake, but it was $9.99. But online, I can read that the king cake comes from the biblical story of the three kings who bring gifts to baby Jesus. A blend of coffee cake and cinnamon roll, king cake is usually iced in yellow, green, and purple, the colors of Mardi Gras. Hidden within also lies a special surprise, a plastic king cake baby to continue the fun. Now, I don't think that this particular one here at Busch Gardens will ever have a baby inside of it, choking hazard and stuff like that, but if you were to get a traditional king cake, the idea is you put a little baby in there, and that's supposed to represent the Epiphany and baby Jesus. And the person who finds the little baby figurine is labeled the king of the event and is in charge of bringing the king cake next year. The next thing we got was the beignets, and there's also not a description of these on the board. They were $9.99. A beignet is a type of fritter or deep fried pastry usually made from yeast dough, possibly made from a pâté de chaux and called pets de non or nun's fart in France. So basically, a beignet is a yeast dough that has been fried and then topped with powdered sugar. This one, however, looks very flaky, almost like a croissant. Let's dig in. First thing we got is the king cake, and they did ask if I wanted whipped cream on it. Normally you don't get whipped cream on top of a king cake, but I tried it because they offered it. Let's see what it tastes like. Whipped cream puts a different spin on it. Takes some of the dryness out of a king cake, because king cake can be dry. This one does have like a kind of a buttery flavor to it, with hints of coffee and cinnamon, of course. More buttery though. It's a little bit fluffier. It is like a dense dough, but it's very good, very delicious. Of course, very sweet because it is just coated on the top with sugar. This is a decent king cake donut. Normally you would bake a king cake. This one was fried like a donut. Pretty great. I like it. All right, let's try these beignets. They're very, very squishy and flaky. Smell really good though. Very, very buttery. Wow, tastes like a fried croissant. That's really delicious. Doesn't taste like any beignet that I've ever had, but I like it. I like it a lot. Very, very flaky, very croissant-y, very fluffy. I do wish that there was a little bit more powdered sugar on the top, but other than that, A+ in my book. That was really lovely. I am happy to announce that I did not get the baby in my king cake donut. So that's good news, because I would have to have made all of the king cake donuts for Busch Gardens next year. I don't think that I have that ability, so it's kind of like a lot off my plate. I feel good about it. Over at Excursions, which is a gift shop, they also have a cupcake menu where you can get, this one's called the Lemon and Lime Crew Cupcake. Crew would be the people that you go into the parade with. Brace Yourself Hurricane Cupcake, the Chocolate Flambeau Cupcake, Flaming Cheetos Buttercream with chocolate cake infused with Louisiana hot sauce. Sounds super gross. Let the Good Times Roll Cupcake. Lime Buttercream with vanilla cake with blackberry jam and diced mangoes. Sounds really nice. There is a fixture called the Bead Balcony, and I think this is it, where you can get beads thrown to you from people that work here at Busch Gardens or from team members, but there's nobody up here. Are there beads? There are definitely confetti cannons on the roof. And there is a walkway up here for people to stand. But there's nobody up here handing out beads. Maybe I missed it. Maybe during the parade or after the parade they'll be up here. Have another booth that just sells hurricanes. There's like a flamingo garden back here with a giant fleur-de-lis in the middle of it. And there's little signs out and about. Let's see what these signs say. I like big beads and I cannot lie. It's been a while. It all started with one bead. These are fun. All you need is love and Mardi Gras beads. I'm kind of a bead deal. These are great shirts. Life of the Mardi. There's nothing a beignet can't fix. Life's too short not to sparkle. Hit me with your best beads. Leave a lot of sparkle wherever you go. Keep calm and Mardi Gras on. What's the last one? There's too much glitter, said no one ever. I've actually said that one time. So, sorry sign. Coming up on booth number 6. We got andouille sausage po' boy, crawfish etouffee, and dirty beans and rice. Okay. We might have to try the dirty beans and rice and the andouille sausage. So this is the andouille sausage po' boy, a French baguette with andouille sausage, spicy remoulade, and shredded lettuce. It's $10.99.
Next we have the dirty rice and beans. Dirty rice is a traditional Louisiana Creole dish made from white rice, which gets its dirty color from being cooked with small pieces of beef, green bell pepper, celery, and onion, then spiced with cayenne and black pepper. And this was $6.99. Honestly, I want to try the dirty rice first because not my favorite. Like, rice is not one of my favorite things. It smells a little spicy too. It's not bad. It has a little tiny bit of spice to it. I'm not getting any like beefy flavor or green pepper flavor. I'm getting a lot of the beans and the corn. Nice way to get like vegetables and rice in. A little bit of flavor to it. I think that's what the point of it was that rice and beans are cheap. And I wanted to kind of like spice them up a little bit. Put some corn in there. Put a little tiny bit of beef in there. Try to spread it out, make it go a long way. I probably wouldn't get that again just because rice is not my favorite thing. But it's not bad. If you're a fan of rice and beans, I think you would like this. It has a good flavor to it. All right, let's try this andouille sausage. Oh boy. Before I get started on this, I wanted to read you from Wikipedia the origin of the name po' boy. It dates back to 1921 when Benjamin and Clovis Martin, former streetcar conductors, established an eatery in 1921, but it was not until 1929 that the bakery of John Gendusa first baked the bread that was used for the sandwich. In 1929, during a 4-month strike against the streetcar company, the Martin brothers served their former colleagues free sandwiches. The Martins had been interviewed on record regarding the origins of the sandwich, and Benny Martin reminisced that they at the restaurant jokingly referred to an incoming diner as another poor boy if he turned out to be one of the strikers. I thought that was interesting. So it all dates back to a streetcar strike in Louisiana. All right, let's give this a try. Wow, got some spice to it. Ooh, it's really good, but that is the spiciest thing that I've had today. I mean, I haven't had very much, but for a New Orleans event, or like an event surrounding Mardi Gras, I was expecting to get a lot more spicy things. I thought the chips were going to be spicier. I thought that this beans and rice was going to be spicier, but this, it's not even the sausage, it's the remoulade is spicy, but it's very good. I don't know why, but the shredded lettuce really helped it out. One of the other things that I found out on Wikipedia, though, is that andouille sausage is not really one of the things that you put in a po' boy. It's usually
fried seafood or roast beef. So I'm sure it's changed over the years. That's just what Wikipedia says. I love this. This is what I was looking for when I came here for Mardi Gras. A nice hot dog. A New Orleans hot dog. Sausage is so like juicy and flavorful. That's so good. It's got such a good crunch on the casing too. A+ in my book.
All right, we've got about 4 minutes until the parade, so I just have to figure out where the parade is. I asked a team member and they said that it was kind of over here by the Coke Pavilion, in between the Coke Pavilion and Iron Gwazi. So we're gonna head around that area.
I got a high five. Happy Mardi Gras! Like special springy shoes on. They're doing like gummies. Happy Mardi Gras! Ooh, I like that thing. That was fun. Ooh. Down here, oh, they're coming back. Down in front of the bead balcony, they did like a little moment where they sprayed confetti and everybody cheered, but all the music stopped. Now the band is just playing. They're going up to the stage to play again.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy Mardi Gras, friend.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Yeah, this is over here at the bead balcony. They're just throwing beads out. Ooh, it quickly turned into a party over here. Live music, people throwing beads, confetti everywhere. excitement. Looking at the map, it looks like we still have 2 more booths to try. We've got Jackson Square and NOLA Creamery. Let's get over there. Jackson Square's got some gumbo, some shrimp creole, and some jambalaya. Oh man, no, I'm gonna try this gumbo. This gumbo sounds so good. So what we got from this booth was the gumbo hearty stew of roux with andouille sausage and chicken. It was $8.99. I was talking to some people in line in front of me and they were kind of pondering as to whether or not it's supposed to have rice or not. And I feel like every gumbo that I've ever seen had rice in it too. This one does not. So we'll give it a try, see how it is. So there are a lot of things that, as you guys know, I'm kind of a little bit of a picky eater. There are things that I don't really eat a lot of, and soup is one of them. But this one's got sausage in it. So like a hot dog soup, right? It's very hot still. Tomato base, kind of a sweet tomato base too, with okra and sausage. The sausage is not spicy at all compared to what the last sausage that I had was. It's very hot still, and oh, there's a little teeny tiny bit of spice. I will say though, it's hot again in Florida. Like it's done, winter's over. So having a hot stew, not the best right now, because it's hot outside, but this is good. I like the tomato in there, I like the sausage in there, and I like the okra in there. I would eat that again. If it were cold out, this would be a no-brainer. This would be like, yes, give me 1,000 of those, really good. But because it's a little bit hot outside, that's the only mark that I have against it is that it's a hot soup on a hot day. Not really a complaint, just like an observation. Last stop is the NOLA Creamery. Not really sure what to get here. They don't really give a description. It's a mini bundt cake with ice cream or a Mardi Gras parfait. The last item that we're gonna be trying is the mini Mardi bundt cake. I don't know anything about this because there wasn't anything on the sign. It does come with soft serve ice cream on it, but there was no other description on there. So we're just gonna give it a try. Got some crunchy, sugary icing on the top. Let me just get some of the cake because I feel like I got like a citrusy flavor in there. I can't quite pick it out. I can't quite pick out the flavor. Let me look up and just see if bundt cake has a specific flavor to it. It says bundt cakes are not generally associated with any single recipe. This could just be a vanilla cake with some purple icing on it. I mean, it's kind of good. It's a little bit dry, but they put the ice cream on there and that helps out a lot. Pretty all right. Gotta admit, I would put this on the bottom of my list of 3 desserts that I tried today. I would put the beignet at number 1, king cake donut at number 2, and this at number 3. So they were all good, but just the other 2 were better than this one. Now that we've got a belly full of food, time to hook up the GoPro. Get on a few roller coasters before we leave. I have a goal in 2023 of completing parks, meaning riding every ride, doing every show, and going to every attraction, seeing every parade type thing in the park by the end of the year. At least one park. You know, maybe it's Magic Kingdom, maybe it's Epcot, who knows? Probably Hollywood Studios. I'm pretty far along in Hollywood Studios. But I gotta get some rides in here at Busch Gardens. So we're gonna ride Gwazi, we're gonna ride maybe Cheetah Hunt has the longest wait in the park right now. Gwazi's like 5 minutes. All right, here we go. Heading into Iron Gwazi, 5-minute wait. All right, here we go. Full experience. All right. Ooh, it's been a minute since I've been on this. Oh, it's good though. Oh yeah, we can see Serengeti Flyer over there a little bit. I think you will be, yeah. Let's see what happens here. All right, going down the big hill. Here we go. All right. Whoa! 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 Oh, I almost flew out. Oh! Oh my gosh! Whoa! I don't know what it is about today, but I'm getting so much airtime. Whoa! 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 Oh man! I feel like the last time I had brakes. Last time I rode this, I was in the back, so I didn't get as much airtime. Got a lot of airtime today. That was a good time. We did it. We did it. Such a great ride. Like, I will like tell you, if you are a first-time rider, I know this sounds kind of like counterintuitive, but ride in the front. Front gets you more airtime, less like blackout type forces and things like that. Yeah, the back is just intense and will put a lot more force on your body. It kind of whips you around. Front's just more airtime and speed. All right, I think we're gonna do one more ride for the day, and that is cheetah hunt. I'm excited. I like this ride, it's a good time. Nice, easy ride to ride. Oh, there we go. Oh look, we can see Serengeti flyers. We can see everything from up here.
It's my favorite view.
Serengeti flyer! Had to do a quick pose for the photo. Oh, wee! Whoa! Here we go. All right. So for a minute, they had the water features on here, but it's turned off and drained again. They like tweeted out that the water was back. It's not. So this is my best part of the ride. Oh, oh, one more launch. Here we go. Coming in hot. All right, we did it. It was a good time. Oh, okay, all right, so we just got off cheetah hunt, and right before we leave, I was passing by the coffee shop. This is where the Starbucks location was, and now it is gonna be a Coaster Coffee Company, which is the same coffee company that is at SeaWorld in Orlando. All right, so there you have it. That was our trip out to Busch Gardens to experience their Mardi Gras event. Like I said, it's running from January 14th through March 5th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It was a really good event. The food was good. The entertainment was ridiculously good. And we got to ride some roller coasters. I think my standout favorites were the donut, the beignets, and the andouille po' boy. Really, really good. Highly recommend those three if you come out here. Also, give the other things a try, because everybody has different taste buds. You never know. You might love something that I didn't think was my favorite. But all in all, it was a fantastic day. I want to say thank you to Busch Gardens for having us out. And with that being said, we are off. We will see y'all tomorrow.
My name is Dakota Paseka here at Busch Gardens, and now it's time to pay the price.